A lot of us have come into the wisdom or knowingness that we subconsciously and consciously can take on other people's energy, mainly negative. We can also take on people's positive energy, but really that doesn't need a video to talk about, because if you're hanging out with your friends and sharing positive energy, there's nothing really to solve. So, as empaths and as spiritual people, we tend to take on people's stuff and act as a filter, even if we shouldn't. Even if someone's already plugged into negative energy and it's just going to keep flowing. So we have to do two things. We have to first set healthy energetic boundaries. You shouldn't be filtering out energy for someone who's just a plain old toxic piece of crap anyways. And it seems like such an insensitive thing to say, but I am personally a very sensitive person, and I have personally found that there are some people that are plugged into toxicity. So what I mean by that is they're constantly living that negative energy. So if you're filtering that, you're just going to be clogging up your filter like no tomorrow, because they're plugged into that energy. It's like they're physically plugged into a negative outlet, which is their thought process, which is the way they think about things. So if you want to help people like that, you have to help change the way they think. And even then, a lot of people are not receptive to that. So setting healthy energetic boundaries, not giving away all your beautiful energy to people who might not deserve it, and also not taking on negative energy by creating that connection with someone who doesn't have the best interest for you or humanity. So by setting healthy energetic boundaries, what I mean by that is making awareness of yourself, making sure that you know who and what you are energetically. You've done enough introspection and enough analysis of yourself that you can distinguish yourself from others. Even though we're all connected, it's all different aspects, and maybe we don't want to be connected to certain aspects on this path in our life. So once you set the healthy energetic boundaries, the other important part of healthily filtering out toxic energy, because as healers we are a conduit, we are a sort of filter for a lot of people's energy, especially those in our family and our friends that are in our soul group, so to say, that we have already chosen before we came into this life to help. So the way we healthily do this, I like to look at a great analogy that my mentor, Alton Sanders, and my physical trainer told me, is you have to look at your being as a physical filter, like hypothetically, not like you're just this one big filter for the entire world. You're a being full of light and a lot of different gifts and stuff of that nature. But to hypothetically visualize yourself having an energetic filter, having a spirit filter. And when you have this filter, if you take on way too much energy at one time, it can get clogged. So a healthy exercise to do it is visualize yourself shaking out that energy. Visualize yourself having a filter, like an air conditioning or other mechanisms with filter, and use this powerful visualization tool of shaking out and changing that energy and releasing it. So we can do this through meditation, we can do this by just dancing around, moving our body, doing something fun. Just try not to hold on to that energy, because who knows where it came from. You could have just walked by someone in Costco and they had the worst day of their life, and you just subconsciously take it on, and then the rest of the day you're like, why am I in such a bad mood? It's because you took on someone's energy, and maybe you were supposed to, maybe you weren't supposed to, but at the end of the day you need to refresh and to heal yourself energetically by shaking out these cobwebs, by shaking out these energetic blockages that are showing up in your filter. So on that note, with that analogy, you can be a beautiful filter for humanity. You can be a beautiful energetic filter for humanity by just allowing the right amount of energy to flow through your filter. allowing a healthy amount of negative energy to filter through you, only enough of which that you are capable of taking on. Don't believe you're the best healer in the world. There are levels to this life. It's like a game. So if you're not ready to take on the misery of a really strong hardship, then don't take that into your filter. Say, I respect that, I understand that, I have love for you going through that hardship, but don't take on that ridiculous amount of hardship. Take on only what you can handle, only what can pass through your filter without blocking it. So this is really a powerful analogy and way in which we can handle our skills as an empath, because it is a skill. Not everybody has the ability to take on other people's junk and transmute it into gold, but it's all the learning experience of this life. Just look at the beauty of the nature around me. These are your friends here to help. Another way in which we can release and give away energies maybe we can't handle, that are so toxic that our being can't transmute it or hasn't received the wisdom or skills to transmute it. Ground yourself. Put your energy into the earth. The earth is such a powerful healer. All these plants, all these trees, all these rocks and earth here is willing to help if you acknowledge its consciousness and you acknowledge that Mother Earth is a living being, and just like you and I, is willing to help or hurt us. So if you make an agreement with Mother Earth and say, I have this negative energy that I took on from someone else, can you please help me transmute this and bring it into the earth? The trees are some of the most powerful healers and way older than you are. So you might not think of a tree as a powerful healer or magician or a guru, but they are in their own special way. If they weren't here, we wouldn't even be breathing. I wouldn't even be able to talk right now. It'd be like Mars. So really, set yourself some healthy fences, some healthy energetic boundaries. Don't be sucking in bullshit from random people that are plugged into it. But when it comes to your friends and family and people that are really good spirited or really have the ability to change, then make sure you filter out in a healthy way. Make sure you don't take on too much. And also make sure you don't take on too little. Don't be like, I'll help you out a little bit, but no, sorry, I can't help you anymore. Be like understanding of your own skills and not too high and not too low in your estimation of your own skills. Have a balanced knowingness of your skills and allow yourself to filter out that, because when you act as a beautiful conduit and a beautiful integral part of this healing on earth, then that's like doing one act of kindness a day. When sometimes you smile at someone and then their whole day changes. That's the same with energy, except on a much more quantum level actually. So do what you can energetically to help the world, and if you can't, understand that you can't, and do something else in your service to humanity and Mother Earth. Peace and love. Aloha.